Hey everybody. Hope we're having a great weekend. We're about to come up on another week. And it's going to be hot as hell here where I'm at. I'm not sure where everybody else is at, but wherever you are, if it's going to be a hot one too where you're at, make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you drink plenty of fluids. Make sure you get your shade, right? But get out and enjoy it. This is, when it's hot like it's going to be, that's when it's the best time to get out and enjoy it. Take your family outside, right? Have fun with your partner, whatever. Maybe if you do block parties with the neighbors and all that, right? Um, but the real reason why I wanted to come on here and I wanted to speak for a minute is I know we all hear and we all see all these gurus and all these people with systems and right they say, hey, follow the system and you'll get success, right? So I have a rebuttal to all that. Okay, I've been asked many a times over the last couple of years, especially, how I know what I know and how I can speak from where I can speak and how I can finagle and get around the things that I can get around. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. There is not a system. There is not a system to finding success, and there's not a certain way that you have to go about finding success. Right? It is all about living life to the fullest and taking every experience that you could possibly think that you might want to have, whether it be in romance, whether it be with platonic friendships, whatever, right? Because everything is a moment to learn from. There is something to gain from every experience that you can go through in life. Everything, right? There isn't a thing that anybody can name that there's not something to learn and gain from that experience to where it's going to propel you forward, right? It's that simple. And so with me, in the few years that I've been on this earth, and 40 years doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it is. Um, um, at this age, you start noticing all kinds of changes in the body and how you got to make certain changes to your health and how you got to take care of yourself better and how you got to change your workouts if you're in the workout thing. And I've noticed all this. But the one thing that I've noticed is that there is no system. There is no system on how to stay in shape if you're getting up there in age. There is no system on how you can get success, right? Because everybody is different. Everybody has their different knowledges. Everybody has their different skill sets. Everybody has their different levels of understanding, right? There is not one system that is going to be the end all be all to get everybody to the same level of success as everybody else that you might idolize, that you might whatever, right? Because that person that you're idolizing or that you're looking to or whatever, they're going to have a different way of doing it than you are, right? Because they're going to understand things and they may know a little bit more than you, or they might this or they might that. And so the one thing that I've noticed in my 40 years of life, I'm in my early 40s, but anyways, is that as long as you're doing everything that you can do to bring as much success into your life as possible, right? If you want to build that business, man, build a business. If you want to, whatever, right? I mean, yeah, you should find a mentor and you should help it grow forward. But it all starts with right here. It all starts with knowing what you want to do, what you want to get involved with, and that stuff. But there's no real set formula, right? There's no set diagram on how to get there, right? And so I see all these gurus online, and they say, "Hey, yeah, buy my program or come into my program, and I'll teach you how to do it." Well, the one thing that they're missing is that is how they found their success, right? But everybody else is going to find a different way of doing it. So if you take on that concept or that idea on how to get successful and be successful, okay, great, cool. But you're going to make it your own. You're not going to make it theirs, because they got there, but you're getting there. Right? So take a perspective, maybe. Take an idea with you. Go talk to the person, take some notes, whatever, right? And have that person sign, if you will. But then go about it in your way. So that way it's your concept and your idea, not someone else's. Right? For me, I've found success in many ways. And it's not going to be like anybody else, because I'm me. I'm not somebody else. I'm me. I will take ideas. If someone wants to help me in some way, shape, or form, great. I'll take a few notes. I'll take it with me, but then I will do it in the way that it fits my personality best. Because like I just said, just because that is how you found your success isn't going to be how I found my success, right? Because I'm going to be the person that's going to be walking through my success, not you, right? So my level of success is going to be different from the next person's level of success. More or less, equal to, great, whatever, right? But I really think that people compete, and they try to come up with systems and ideas and concepts, and they try to sell them, right? But they don't understand, and they don't follow the idealistic thinking that system that they came up with, that they're trying to sell, may not work for everybody else. And all that perspective that they're going to give you is going to be merely a perspective, merely an idea. But how you find your success is going to be how you apply the skills and the knowledge that you learn to get to the level of success that you want to be at. Right? So the whole competition thing is irrelevant. There should be no reason why we're competing with anybody else, because our levels are going to be different. Our levels of knowledge are going to be different. Our levels of experience are going to be different. I could tell you guys all stories for days and not even tip the iceberg. We could be on here for days. I could be talking nonstop for days on all the stories that I have rumbling around up in here. And we might get to them. But I'm not trying to sell you a concept. I'm just trying to give you an outlet, and I'm just trying to show you who I am, so that way you can see that there is still many ways of doing things. And everybody brings ideas to the table. Everybody has a concept. Everybody has something to contribute. And that's the concept I want everybody to understand. But, my good folks, let's get on with the weekend. Have a great rest of it. Until next time.